Hi guys, welcome back. Today I'm doing a slightly different video. I'm doing how I used to do my makeup. Now, quite a few people have been doing this lately and I have been finding it pretty funny, so I thought I would do it as well. I am doing a makeup look from 2013 and I'm actually following one of my old videos. So yeah, I did actually used to do my makeup like this, and considering it was only 3 years ago, I have changed the way I do it quite a lot. So let me just basically get going. Okay, so I've just zoomed in a bit and I'm just going to get started. Now the first thing I used to do was pop my concealer on, which is the same thing that I use now, which is the Collection Lasting Perfection. And I literally just pop this all over my spots, all my imperfections. I do actually still do this first. I just prefer to do it before my foundation, and then maybe if I need a little bit after, I pop a little bit on after as well. So yeah, just rub it in. Next I'm going to do eye concealer, and the one I actually use now is Maybelline Lumi Touch, but I used to use the L'Oreal one, but I don't actually have that anymore, so I'm just going to use what I do use now. And similarly to now, I don't actually do this anymore, but I used to pop it up the top there. So a bit underneath, a bit there, and then start putting it in. I never really kind of used many brushes apart from kind of my main face, so I'm just going to use my fingers to do this. Now it is time for foundation, and I used to use the L'Oreal Mercier foundation, which was silk cream foundation, and I used to use it in Rose Ivory. I did absolutely love this foundation, but they actually recently, well not recently, but they did change the formula, so I never kind of bought it again. I don't know if this is still going to be usable, but I'm going to try because obviously I want to do this quite realistic like I did last time. But wow, that is dark. Ah, that is so dark, and I'm not even more pale these days. Oh no, this is going to be horrible. Okay, so I'm just going to put, oh, it's probably a bit gross now, I shouldn't even be using this. Here goes. So I'm just going to pop it all over. This is so orange. I'm going to pop it all over and then use a brush to pop it in. It's just very thick. I thought it was quite a light foundation, but actually it's quite thick. Oh, it feels a bit like a mousse. Actually, it's not a bad match to my skin. It's just quite, I don't know how to describe it. And I'm going to use a brush. This isn't the brush that I used to use. I'll use this one anyway, just to get that in there. Actually, I do quite like this foundation. It's not the right shade for me at all, but I do like the coverage. And I did used to use this a lot and for a couple of years. So yeah, but as I said, they've actually changed the formula now, so I don't think it'll be quite as nice. So I've just finished the foundation. I actually quite like it, but it does feel quite cakey. So next I did my eyes, and I actually used the Stila in the Light palette for this, and Stila is still one of my all-time favourite kind of brands for eyeshadow. And I used to use the eyeshadow in Kitten, which as you can see is pretty empty. I actually now have this in its own little pot because I still love this. So I am just going to get going. I just did a base of this on my eyes, so let's just go. This is still an incredibly pretty colour, and it probably is still one of my favourites, but I probably wouldn't wear, well actually I probably would still wear this if I wanted an everyday look, but not with the amount more that I add in the rest of this look. Okay, and then the next shade that I use is from the Naked 2 palette, which I don't really use that much anymore, but maybe I should. And I used the shade Busted, which looking at it now, don't like it at all. It's this shade here, the second to last. It's quite a dark brown, but it's not a particularly nice brown, but this is what I used apparently, so let's just go for it. So I use this on the outer edges of my eyes and under the crease. I don't like this shade, it's more like a grey. Oh my goodness. Probably put on too much there, but okay, so I think that's probably enough of that. I'm just gonna tidy it underneath because it's all fallen down a bit. I just want to remind you that this apparently is an everyday makeup look, which very, very heavy for an everyday. Okay, the next bit is where the makeup look gets interesting, and I don't know where I got this from, but I use the Naked palette again, and I use the black eyeshadow, and I use like a brush that's very flat like that. I actually use the Naked one, but I can't find it. And then all I did was put black eyeshadow, like a bit like an eyeliner, kind of from the outer to the centre of my eye, and then did it on the bottom as well. So let's just try. Oh no. I'm really worried because I'm not going to be able to take this off properly, and I'm going to have to go to shopping after this. I need to put more on. God. Okay, so that does look very similar to what I used to do. Oh goodness. As I said, I really don't know where I got the idea from of doing halfway to the middle. I do not know. Anyway, let's carry on. Okay, and the next thing I did was my mascara, and I used to use the Revlon Grow Luscious mascara, which I did actually still really like. I'm going to use a different one because I think I've run out of the other one. So today I'm going to use the Maybelline Colossal Volume Express. But I did go quite heavy on the mascara. Lovely. Okay, next is time for face powder, and I used to use the Rimmel Stay Matte powder, but now I use the Rimmel Clear Complexion one instead because it's a lot less kind of matte and horrible, but I don't actually have the other Rimmel one anymore, so this will have to do for now. And on to the next step, which is blusher, and this was definitely one of my all-time favourites back in the day, and my friends used to use it. We absolutely loved it, and it was the Sleek blush in Rose Gold, and let me know if you use this too. And I do think it's a really pretty shade, but probably just not quite with the heavy eyes and the heavy lips to come as well. But wow, that is that is a lot more orange than I remember. But yeah, anyway, it's like a kind of orangey, kind of pinky shade with a very like a shimmer to it as well, so it's just quite intense. So anyway, let's just go for this. I literally just popped it all over my cheeks. It is a really nice shade, but as I said, it's just a little bit too much for everything else that I've got going on. Oh wow. Okay, and then what I used to do was go back to my eyes and put gel liner on the waterline of my eyes as well in exactly the same place, so it just got even more intense. I don't actually have anything that I can put on my waterline, so I'm just going to go back and put some more eyeshadow there because I don't actually think I've got enough. Okay, time to finish off the look, and this is still one of my favourites, but again, this is not something that I would wear with the rest of this look anymore. And this is the Revlon, what are these actually called? Kissable Lip Balm Stains. As I say, I still really like this. It's called Lovesick, and it's really bright pink, but it's just way too much with the rest of my face, but let's just go for it. Ah! I feel a bit like a drag queen. Okay, so that is me finished. This is how I used to do my makeup circa 2013, and yeah, let me know what you think. I think it's way too much, and I'm quite sad that I used to go out like this, but that's life. You kind of learn, what is kind of good. I'm going to insert an image actually of me like this, just so you can like just see that this is for real. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this, and let me know in the comment box below if you remember me doing my makeup like this. Let me know if you've been around since 2013, and yeah, please let me know in the comment box below if you used any of these items. I reckon some of you girls would have used the Sleek blushes because they were definitely spot on. I still would use those now as well. I think they're really lovely. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and please like this video if you enjoyed it, and comment below what you want to see next, and yeah, I'll see you again soon. Bye! This really is interesting.